Well, hello everyone and welcome to Friday's edition of Reptile News. Now yes, today the video is late. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know why. If you don't, I recommend you do. And the reason why is because we had a huge storm yesterday and the power blinked and I just didn't want to risk damage to the servers, so I shut them off and shut everything off that I didn't really need running. And that pretty much stayed that way until later yesterday evening, and just didn't have the time to get it done, so I do it now. So let's get into the news, starting with Roswell, New Mexico. And no, another UFO didn't crash. Well, maybe a UFO crashed, but today we're talking about alligators. While serving a drug-related search warrant, police had found 2 American alligators in a home in Roswell, New Mexico. They say that they were being kept in a 30-gallon aquarium and the water was very, very dirty and there was no spot for them to get up on land. They say that they believe the alligators were a pair, a breeding pair, and that's what they speculate the owner was going to do with them, was breed them. And they say, well, although they were very dirty, they did appear to be in good health. They do say that there were no licenses to have those alligators, which are required in New Mexico, and they're not exactly sure whether the owner, that has not yet been found, is going to face charges related to those alligators. And apparently some crocodiles are being released from traps in Darwin Harbor. They're saying that in the latest release, 4 crocodiles were released from traps. Now last year in Australia it became illegal to release crocodiles or tamper with traps, and the people that are charged can face up to 6 months in prison and $6,500 in fine. Now, of course, when first reading this story, I thought, what a bunch of idiots releasing crocodiles. It's just stupid. But then I looked into it, and they don't really say why these crocodiles are being trapped or what's going to happen to them. So I have 2 points of views. If the crocodiles are being relocated, you're an idiot. Don't release them. If the crocodiles are being captured and killed, then bravo, keep releasing. Let's keep on talking about big lizards, shall we? But we'll move over to Florida now, where apparently residents of Sanibel Island are telling trappers and authorities to stop trapping so many alligators. This is kind of a nice turn of events for what we normally hear. They're saying since 2004, when a woman was killed by an alligator trimming trees near a pond, the local trappers and authorities have trapped and killed more than 300 alligators, which residents are saying is now an overreaction. Residents of the area are now signing a petition to get the authorities to stop killing so many alligators, and as one said, why move to Florida and expect the alligators to leave? I agree. The residents are also apparently running a fairly aggressive campaign teaching visitors how to co-inhabit the same area as the alligators safely and happily. They are saying that residents are gaining a little bit of headway in this because in 2010 only 19 alligators were trapped and killed, less than half of the annual average. Speaking of alligators, what the hell is one doing in Watts, Oklahoma? That's what a lot of people are saying after some people thought they happened to see an alligator, stopped and took a picture, and guess what? There's an alligator there. Now Oklahoma does have wild alligator populations, but they're down in the far southeastern area, not that far away. Normally it's like they say fairly unheard of to hear of an alligator right there, which is why State Game Warden Jared Kramer believes that this is a released pet. Jared says that in that part of Oklahoma there is absolutely no way an alligator would survive through the winter. They are telling everybody if they happen to see the alligator to contact the local warden's office, and likely the alligator will be relocated to a sanctuary somewhere, as they believe it is just too used to people to go back out in the wild. Now let's talk about a sad story. Researchers believe that due to severe pressure in the Kimberley region in Australia, up to 45 species could be extinct within 20 years. They are saying that they're experiencing a mass extinction event there in Australia, and the far north region there has been the stronghold for these animals, but due to feral cats, wild donkeys, and a series of wildfires, they are now at a pretty severe risk of being gone forever. They are saying that their simplest means of defense are eradicating the feral donkey and goat population, as well as educating people on how devastating house cats out in the wild can be to wild populations. Not only there, all over the world, house cats are just totally devastating to wild populations of anything. And of course, with that has been all your news for this Friday. Sorry it's late, but better late than never. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other.